How's everybody doing? We had technical difficulties ever since XSplit VCam decided to update their nice little app, which was sweet. They didn't realize that they had some issues with Windows, and they caused a lot of problems. So I had to uninstall, reinstall, fight for the last week and a half. Some days it would restart, some days it wouldn't, some days it was on, some days it wasn't. I would get the blue screen of death, and it would cause me a lot of pain. And anyway, impeding me from giving you guys what I love to do, and that's, you know, bringing it to you live, right? You know, I'll bring it to you live. So anyway, let's get into the markets. Let's get in. I have a whole awesome set, so you guys don't have to scramble and run around. What we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is look at the total market cap. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance. Then we're going to get into some altcoin searches, and we're going to talk about the market, see the sentiment, and see how we're feeling, what's going on, what plays we could have made, what plays we should have made, and what plays we can make, all right? Let's see what's going on the top of the chat. If you are in the chat, please throw a thumbs up. Let me know what's going on. Probably got thrown off here. Twin Greenie up in there. Never misses a moment. What up, Twin Greenie? Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Always on point there. Cool, cool. Get into the chat. Everyone say what up. Say what up. Here we go. Here we go. Everything's going. I found that my background actually made me sick the other day when I was watching one of my videos, and I think it could cause someone not to watch. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to something a little more subtle. We can do this, guys, together. YouTube backgrounds, right? And you can put images, you can put videos. I'm always looking for cool videos, you know, like could use some corny stuff like that. I like a cool house in the background or something fun. Coffee shop, like I could be sitting in a coffee shop with people in the background. Gotta turn the video off. It's not the best. I wanted to like see people moving around. Anyway, hey now. Hey, can you raise the volume a little bit? Yeah. How's that? Now we up. Whoa. How's that going now? We should be booming now. Ooh. We should be booming now. Wait. Yep, my mic's faced the right. Ooh, don't touch the mic, man. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, guys. I wanted to change this background real fast. Just bear with me while I change that. If I got a new person now, they're gonna be like, I hate this guy. He's the worst. He changes his background while we're all sitting here, and he, you know, I'll remove it and I'll just be fresh today. Fresh right there. Just me, you. I'll even take off the face cam covering. Boom. All right. That's better, right? I'm just right up here. I bring it to you live. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. I have nothing to waste today. I'm so focused and I have so much to talk about. I think the first thing we should get into is Bitcoin dominance and just look at that and see where it's heading, see what's going on. I think it's pretty steady, and I don't think it has anything to do with what's going on today in the movement. I think we have a dollar movement. I think it's overall market sentiment, and we're going to kind of break that down for you as well. Okay, so on the 30-minute, a little bit of a flag, but we are breaking out. Bitcoin dominance did have, as you can see, what I did is I made this bull flag here, which was this line and this line, and I was looking at it and I said, you know, our target here for Bitcoin dominance is all the way up at 64%. If we break out of the bull flag, which we did, we do have, you see this level here. We hit it. We kind of hit it and we hit it here. Obviously resistance for Bitcoin dominance here at 61.84, you know, ranging up into this area at 62.31. What is going on? Gonzalez Pineda. Hello. What up? How you feeling, Alika? Appreciate you joining. Thank you so much for coming in today. Yeah, so we're looking at Bitcoin dominance. I threw a stochastics, what it's called. I learned this new thing. It's an ether RSI or stochastic RSI. But there's also something called an ether RSI and stuff like that. But I threw it on. Just kind of give me a little more idea of what's happening. We do see the blue line crossing the red line. What's going on, Bowling Crypto? How you feeling, man? So, do we see any divergences? We really don't. Little bit of a slightly bearish divergence here, as you can see that we are down on this trend, but up on that trend. That is bearish divergence. Let's hope that plays out for us on this Bitcoin dominance and sends Bitcoin dominance at least back to the trend line to retest. What I'm worried about here is if it hits this line and retests for a bounce back up. So definitely all eyes on Bitcoin dominance. It's been, you know, a tough road, but right now if we're looking at Bitcoin dominance, we do see folks that we have bearish divergence here. You can see what is bearish divergence. Get your bearish cheat sheet. I know, and if you don't know how to get it, just Google it. Google divergence cheat sheet. It's that easy, guys. It's that freaking easy. All right, boom. And we saw price going up. We saw price going up like this, but the RSI going down. You see this? Price was going up, the RSI was going down. Price is going up, RSI going down. See how simple that is? We get our cheat sheet. A lot of people say, I don't know my divergences yet. I said, then put it on your desk and look at it. I see a lot of complainers in the trading group, in not my trading group, just in trading in general. Like I'm in all these different, Telegram groups, and I see a lot of whiners, man. I'm not trying to be negative. I just, no one taught me all this stuff. I did eventually find mentors. I learned it through YouTube, and then, found out what I didn't know and realized, okay, I need someone to teach me these things. Like I found out where the spaces were missing in my education, and then I went forward. I just see a lot of people complaining, and I'm like, dude, if I complained, I wouldn't be here on YouTube right now, right? I had to learn OBS Studio, had to learn, you got to figure out all these different things. Should be more positive. What I'm trying to say is we need to be as positive as possible, Yeah, no, anyone that's half in crypto, like I got a buddy who's just like kind of riding Bitcoin and XRP, and he's like, my life is in shambles. Why is Bitcoin going down to the dumps? If you guys watch my channel, I said that I definitely think we could roll back. I mean, we're in a rising wedge. I said a 68% chance of break to the downside. Watch my channel on Saturday. I specifically said numerous times, I said to get into Bitcoin at 10.77, and I definitely would have, we're going to sell. Like the sell was basically anything above 11,200. We had very, very heavy resistance. A lot of YouTubers were claiming we're going to go 11.4. I said, until we break 11.2, I don't know what's going to happen. I said, we need to break this resistance, and if we don't, we might get rejected. We could fall out of this rising wedge, and then you can easily see that we go either way. Bitcoin was 50-50 shot, really, at that point. It was either going to go up to 11.4 or down to 11.5, 11.6. I'm happy that we didn't go below 11.5. Look, we hit 11.506 on the dot. Crazy how on the daily we had our candle close, our weekly candle close, above 10,500, which was very, very good, right? Our daily on September 20. Is today the last day of summer? Damn, man. This is the fall equinox, man. September 21st. The changing of the guards, the changing of the times, the changing of the days, right? Why is that going off my head like that? Probably get the lighting. I got some cool lights in the background. It's red today because it's a red day. I can change the color of the light bulbs. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, Bitcoin down at 10.6, but holding strong support. Let's see what we see on the 4 hour, what's going down for Bitcoin. Okay, so we already had a pretty down momentum. We were about to have our cross here, but we never got it. We still got a pump with that little move on the flat line though, which is pretty interesting that we got that big of a candle without a cross on the blue and the red line there. You see that we're in now a falling wedge though on the RSI. We're heading down into that oversold region on the 4 hour. Let's check the 1 hour. Usually you're already oversold. Yeah, very oversold on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, that was your pump here, 10.54. I bet a lot of leverage traders grabbed that and sold out. You can see that candle is a leverage trade candle. Basically buy on this wick, zoom up, get yourself your 1 to 2%. If you're on 10% leverage, you got yourself 10%, and then you got out of the trade. I mean, that's what a lot of people are doing right now. That's basically the move. When Bitcoin's this unstable, it's basically like traveling a strait of water that is known to have a lot of hurricanes, at certain times a year. So when it's rough, you would put your horsepower as fast as possible and try to get through that strait as quick as you can, right? You don't want to sit there and get caught in the storm. And that's what it's been like for the past 2 weeks, really trading Bitcoin. It's been a storm. It's been a constant switch of the guard almost at any moment in time. And if you're not vigilant, you will lose a lot of money. I have to say, what up, Des? What's going on, my friend? How you feeling, man? Yeah, so when we're looking at this, like right now, I would say, you know what, perfect buy for Bitcoin. 1 hour, super oversold. We have a pink bar coming and a blue line turning. I would say, you know what, I would like to long Bitcoin here on support at 10,600. Again, though, we now have we have resistance up here at 10.8. We have resistance here at 10.6, 10.8 on the 1 hour that we need to break back above. That's why I can't stand when we lose support. But we are in an uptrend as far as I'm concerned. And I can bring it all the way back. See, when in doubt, look at the biggest picture you can. And that's what I do. And honestly, even from this low here at 10,000, at 9,000, I mean, if you don't see that uptrend that we're in. So there's the trend, in my opinion, something like this. And if we even go smaller, so it's not going to let me go smaller unless I go backwards. But see, I mean, that in my opinion is a beautiful trend line. Okay, the trend your friend until it's not. I mean, how we are not in an uptrend. People get bearish on Bitcoin without looking at the big picture. It kind of really makes me wonder if they're sane. You know? Okay, so we had Bitcoin kind of ranging in this area, right? And you can see it's clearly in a nice uptrend until it breaks this level or degree angle. To me, it's in an uptrend. You can see clearly following. I mean, that was a parabolic uptrend, right? Look at that one. It's when you need to start using the curves, you know. And I'm gonna actually draw a curve on this because I think it can help us understand a little bit of where Bitcoin may be going. Now, you have to remember, that's pretty parabolic, right? We're looking at time in reference to how we live in our lifetime. But, I mean, look at that move. This is a 2020 run up, 2017 run up. I mean, boom, look at that move. And look at that. It's not as narrow as that, but that's a pretty steep uptrend, right? Coming in from 3,500 all the way peaking at 2,500. It's damn near 400%, right? A little under that, about 350%. So now Bitcoin's hugging this parabola, as you can see, and it's kind of respecting it. Down, down, down. These are also fib circles. If you get into fib circles, I'm not going to get that deep with them today. It's a whole nother scenario of life if you want to dabble. But if you want to Google fib circles and get into that, you'll see this is probably a reign of a fib circle. They come in sections, and you can almost, the prices do line up on them. It's very interesting. So do we hold 10,600? I've been saying that for weeks now, that this is a very strong level of support. Let's go back to the daily. And the daily, you can see we're in this giant candle, this giant triangle that I've drawn, a bullish pennant in my opinion. Some would try to call it a symmetrical triangle, but I feel like it's a bullish pennant. If price was coming all the way up into it, this starts at 3,500, but Bitcoin's down here. So technically, if you were to draw this, it's like this. So it comes into the pattern very nicely. Should leave the pattern. It's a continuation pattern. 68% chance of break to the upside. Let's just go back to the simplified way that we trade. What up, Amit? Welcome. Amit, man, what's going on? Extremely active in the chat, Amit. Really appreciate it. You're bringing a lot of life, a lot of insight. I love hearing what you have to say. I love how much effort you're putting in. You're blowing me away. I just have to say thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for so much that you're giving to my subscribers. You're running that Telegram channel. Like, I had to take a day off yesterday doing a lot of things with the family. I get busy. I just really appreciate it, man. Like, you're killing them. And it's awesome to see people from all around the world, because you guys give us different perspectives. We can say, hey, what do you guys think about what's happening with the American dollar in Saudi Arabia? What do you guys think about in Portugal? What do you think about this in the UK? And we're a dynamic group, and I think that makes us extremely strong. We're an internationally dynamic group. So we're making connections throughout the world. We will have a Crypto Lifer meetup one day, probably in like Dubai or some cool like middle area, maybe even Thailand, something like that. I like Bali, something that puts us all in the center there. So this Bitcoin dip, let's get into the 15-minute to see what's really happening, how bad it's getting. So so that was it. That was basically our local bottom here at 10,506. We bounced back up, and yeah, let's look at the dollar index, the DXY. We're going to see what's going on with the dollar index right now and just see, did it pop? Is it inversely affecting us? Is it drain, you know? And we did the same amount of red that we had on Bitcoin, we had on the dollar index. So they pumped the dollar up. And even from that 9.276 up to 93, that's significant, okay? Almost $1 on the index is huge percentage points, because you're looking at guys who are trading trillions and trillions of dollars on macro scales. These things tip a 0.5% of a point, and they send waves through the market. So again, looks a lot like Bitcoin. How weird is this? Bitcoin was in a rising wedge, right? Prior, then it fell out, had this thing, came back up and made that other wedge. This looks just like that area. I'm going to show you guys too if you don't. Look at that, and then we're going to go to the Bitcoin chart for a second, and we're going to take a look at how similar these look. We did have a MACD cross here on the 3-day telling us that that's a strong move, but it wasn't as big as you would expect, right? Not a lot of momentum. Who's going to start buying the dollar right now? Honestly, I just don't see this happening. I think this is the beginning of a horrible downtrend. Let's look. What do we see here on a large scale? I'm trying to see the dollar on the weekly. On the weekly says, wow, it's about to rebound. It's oversold. It has a curve coming up. That's not a good sign for Bitcoin. Could do somewhat similar that we saw here. Break out of this. Honestly, that's a fractal of Bitcoin. You guys look. Fall down, break up. This is really weird, because Bitcoin did have these double fractals. Remember, they're not perfect, but fall down with this kind of upside down triangle here. That's really interesting. So let's look at Bitcoin right now, and I'm going to show you the fractal if you don't believe me. But on the 4 hour, you see it the most. But so here was like that first uptrend. We fell down. We created this weird triangular thing, which if you look at it, it looks very similar to the dollar index. I mean, they are inverse, I guess. So in retrospect, if they're playing off each other, they should create some type of patterns that you see relationship to. But uncannily, like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This fall down into an upside down triangle area thing, like this thing here. We didn't see this shape a lot, and now I'm seeing its ugly head a lot. It's such an ugly shape. It's just it's like, I don't like trading it. I don't like trading patterns that the price falls in from the top. It's just not good. Thank you so much for joining the Telegram, man. I really appreciate that. Hit the link. Yeah, let me just get into all the cool and fun things you can do on the channel. It's pretty cool what we got going on right now. So check it out. More people watching than ever. Please hit the like button, guys. Come on, 11 people watching, 3 likes. Just do me that favor. Hit that like real quick. It just helps other people. And again, I'm not that guy, smash the like button. I want to get to 100 likes. Nah, forget all that. I'm coming at it completely differently. I have a frequency which I have brought people into my life. Dez has been a friend here. This guy, Dez, 20 years. Another guy, XRP Music here, 20 years. Not all my followers are old long-term friends, but a few of them are. There are people that weren't even trading when we met. And now we both happen to find ourselves into trading. And they're basically part of my frequency, part of who I am, part of how I live. Very different than most people. I really live with my heart on the sleeve. I really am who I say I am as much as I can. We're all human beings and we're not perfect. But I strive every day just to be a no BS type of person. You know, because if I'm lying to myself, then I'm lying to everybody else. And I can't find my way. And I know this is deep about the like button, but I'm going to get into it. And basically, if you hit the like button, you're basically saying to the world, you know what? I like this guy's vibes. I like what this guy does. And you know what? A lot of people met me through the Corona news thing. I was going hard on Corona news until I lost my stepfather and I went into a lot of pain, you know? But see how the likes just read up. You guys get it. I really appreciate it. You're listening and it's awesome, you know? So if you want to trade, join Binance. If you're online right now and you're not using the Brave browser, please click this link right here. Boom. You deserve a better internet. So we imagine what a browser should be. It begins with giving you back the power. Get unmatched speed, security, and privacy by blocking trackers. Earn rewards by opting into our privacy-respected ads and help give publishers back their fair share of internet revenue. This is really, doing this and joining the Brave browser is huge. I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your father to Corona, man. Yo, moment of silence right now for everyone. I don't care. I know we're here. Moment of silence for Bowling Crypto's father. May he rest in peace, man. And may he watch over you forever. And I lost my father-in-law. I watched my wife cry. Corona took a lot out of me. And I just want to say, man, I'm really sorry. Really sorry you lost your dad. Sorry, guys. Losing a parent is probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do. I haven't even lost my parents yet, but I saw my wife lose hers. Sorry. Let me get focused. Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. All right, let's just look at Bitcoin on the price now. Okay, so Bitcoin is bouncing back off of 10,500. We really need to hold 10.5. If we don't hold 10.5, it's going to be a bearish scenario. And we're going to go basically 8,800, guys. I mean, we're going to go through this chop and then back down through 97, 96. We're going to hit that gap. We do have heavy support in this chop, though, which tells me that's good. A lot of buying and selling happened here, which tells you that it's like choppy waters. Like, you can't take your boat through 100 waves easily, right? It's going to be in and out, in and out. So we're hoping that this region does hold heavy support. The weekly, though, let's look at the weekly, which I've been saying over and over again. And the cross is happening now. This could be the beginning. And I hate to say this, but I've been pointing this out on my show every single day. Here was the weekly cross the last time, right here. We went down from 65 all the way down to 3,000. That's a 50% fall. Okay, here's another weekly cross right here. We went from 11.4 all the way down. We'll say the completed move is 6,000. So almost another 50% move, about a 50% loss. So we can actually be perfectly on point about it from line to line. 54%. Okay, here we recovered. We came back up. We had another cross right here. When's the last time we crossed on the weekly? And we had a loss of damn near 70%. Did we go that? No, not all to the trend line here. Another 63% correction. I see it happening now. I've been watching it for days. I was hoping that it would kind of bounce away, but it's not. It is crossing. Now, this momentum could be small. It could be very similar to how this green momentum did nothing. Like, we had a cross here and we didn't get a blast off. It doesn't always mean it's going to happen. But we're 3 in a row here. This is the 4th time we have our cross coming. Does Bitcoin correct 50%? And if it does, where does that leave us, right? Because we've seen now some heavy corrections on these crosses. So why I do this, guys, I'm not trying to scare you and tell you that it's all great, because I can't lie to you guys and say, yeah. I do think Bitcoin's going to $1 million by over 2021. I think over $500,000 by the end of 2021. And I'm saying that because it's dependent on hyperinflation. But the Fed has already clearly stated that they are going to print till 2023. They've came out and said that they will be doing hyperinflation, monetary easing. So how is that not going to boost up the price of Bitcoin if the dollar becomes more and more prevalent? So I'm bullish long term, but I have to let you know. So if we break down, look, that could send us on the weekly. And if we test the bottom of this triangle at 4,000, I hate to say it would still be bullish, because we'd still be in this triangle. We could do this. See? Then we could do the retest, and then off to the races somewhere. That says in a year, though, 2021. I don't know. I'm not good at time. Like, I can't say exact. No one can really understand the timing of Bitcoin. Like, it's going to do this, but we can be prepared for moves. So I see. What do you guys think of this? Do you think we're going to get a bounce? Do you think we're going to pull off? Damn, man, you lost your uncle too. I'm so sorry, Dez. This chat, a lot of us went through a lot of pain, man. Thanks, guys. For real, this is the realest community ever. Damn, man. Dez, man, I love you, man. I met Dez when I was 18. I know him 20 years of my life. West Indian kid from Long Island, and I was a white dude from Boston, and we met in class, and we're friends ever since, man. Ever since, like, yeah. So, look, so what does the weekly do though? Does this have a low momentum and we bounce off of the trend line? It looks like we're definitely coming to 9,600, right? Again, I need us to hold 10.5. So this is all what could happen, right? The daily, we had our cross, and we didn't get a huge momentum move out of it. Like, we didn't get a huge pump. We got a little pump. It wasn't that great. I thought it was going to be a lot better than that. We have a cross coming on the 3-day, though, which, you know, could tell us, okay, a little more pain, and that could save us and kind of wave us for a little bit. But yeah, man, all eyes on Bitcoin yet again. Not a great day to be trading, honestly. Choppy waters, you know. I would say if you're beginning to trade and just learning, I wouldn't try to jump in today because you really have to know what you're doing. I'm a little mad that I did get distracted yesterday because this was my trade and I watch it all the time. Right here when the blue line curved and we hit the pink here. Here, wow, we started moving in the red, which is strange. See, this is something I don't see. We started moving in the red. The red histogram. See, the more you study, the more you realize there's anomalies in this game. So we look at the 30-minute. This is for Binance down, right? So it tells me that it's about to turn. On the 4-hour, tells me that we've had our move, man. But damn. So if Binance down has had its move and it's about to reverse, don't you think Binance is about to go up? So one thing I wanted to discuss today, and I brought it up on my Telegram channel, was maybe playing Binance up and down coins back and forth could be very profitable. And why is that? Because the DX index is going up. See? Yeah. It's not good, man. It's going to slip us. We're going to get into the Dow or into the gold. Dang, that would have been a juicy gain. No, it would have been. And that's why I like these 20% gains here. It got sold off really fast as well. So you can see anyone in these trades, no one wants to be in a trade too long. So if you're not understanding the market sentiment of basically the big movers, then you're going to get hurt. You're going to get into these trades and be up 6% and think, oh, I'm going to get my 12. No, you're not. Take your 6, take your 7, take your 8. Get out of the trade. Get out. You know? Leverage traders having a ball today, shorting all sorts of coins, you know, all sorts of coins. And I am going to get heavier into leverage trading. I just don't want to, I want to help beginners create a base. And I also want to show experts and people that are trading, you know, my ideas. You know, I think anyone could use my ideas to profit, whether you've been trading for 20 years or just a little bit, you know. And it's based on like the kind of intricate, tiny moves that I stare at before entry, you know. It's basically the subconscious entry points that I'm always thinking about. Like Uniswap. I really was looking at Uni this morning and I was like, damn, man. Very oversold. On the 30-minute, we have a cross. That's a scalp coming. I mean, let's look at the last time, though. On the 30-minute, we had a cross. Like, how much moves did you make? See, everything is back testing. Everything is back testing. So here's a cross. If we got in around the pink in this area, we would have gained a nice 14%. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Here's another cross about to happen. We moved up. Now we're flagging a little bit. 5%. It's all right. And here's our another cross. I feel like I missed most of the move already. That's why you really got to buy in the first or second pink histogram, in my opinion. You got to front run the idea that this is, or you got to wait for the third one, because I would have had to wait for this blue line to curve. For that. See, yeah, I'm going to zoom into something here. This is what I'm watching a lot. Okay, guys? And this is telling me when I'm about to trade. The second I see this turn, I'm front running the idea that this is the largest histogram, and we're gonna be in the pink soon. So like, it's I'm not saying it's easy to do, but what I try to do over and over again, and I get better at it. I speculated on meme coin. What I try to do is over and over again, I front run these with tight stop losses, and what happens is, 5 out of 10 times you get kicked out. Sometimes 6 out of times you get kicked out. Sometimes 4 at a time. But between 5 and 6, depending, or 4 and 6, depending, I get kicked out. And that leads me to a 40 to 60% on average that the trades work out. And when they don't work out, I only get stopped out a little bit, and then I move on .com to the next trade. So that's basically how it's done. That's how I do it. I don't know what I just pressed, but I pressed something that took away my whole view. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at Uniswap right now, just because I know a lot of other people are looking at Uniswap and they're like, kind of a whack double bottom. We definitely had a falling wedge on the 30-minute. Oh, what's going on now, though? I don't have all my indicators. Well, template. There you go. Okay, so we do have a cross coming, man, right now. But, again, like I tell you, a lot of times, like right here, the green, you got one green bar and some sideways action here, and that was it. Could take a shot. Could take a shot, but Bitcoin could also tank right now as the dollar index moves. It's a very sketchy time to trade. There's a lot of other things looking on. I think we got to go into the big markets and check out, let's just check out the Dow. So the Dow taking a beating, a nice beating. Now, if you were with me on the Dow, I've been calling for this for a long time. And see, I saw a double top on the Dow, and we know we play double tops bearish, guys. All of us, right? We play double bottoms bearish. On the daily, though, wow, look at that. We were gonna have a cross, but dude, we're tanking, and looks like we can't get all the way to oversold. Look at the last time we were right in this region, and then we got even further more down, so we were like right here. So from what I'm trying to show you is from here, this line here, we'll put a line here on the RSI, bring it up. Insight, guys, insight. You're using this to understand where the crypto market could be getting affected. So here we're hitting this point. Then I'm going to show you the RSI went that down, right? Now, if we go to this point here, we were here. So that tells you that the Dow could move down. Look how we're using insight here to kind of backtest our ideas. We're not listening to others. We're focused. That tells me, man, that, see, look at that, 28% loss from the Dow from where we're at down to this oversold region. It's going to spook out a lot of investors, for sure. Look at even gold getting hit again. So it's the dollar. Someone is devising a plan to prop up the dollar. I'm still sticking with my prediction here, but it definitely fell out of the trend. We can't say it didn't. It broke the trend. We can make a larger trend for gold like this, and we could say, okay, still holding that larger trend line. And we could also make an idea that there's somewhat hidden bullish divergence. Another thing I like to show you guys is a lot of times you can see patterns on the RSI that you can't see in price. I mean, we had a double top and a head and shoulders double top. I mean, if that wasn't, that is an indication. And look, we had bearish divergence, right? No, not really. We didn't. No, we almost did, but you know, it's not bearish. But let's take the idea of bearish divergence. It's a high to a swing high, and this, look how much closer these swing highs are to that. So it's not bearish divergence. And do you guys understand my thought behind that? I just made like a very quick synapse idea that I've never made before, but it was my brain understanding something. Like bearish divergence is when this high is lower than that high, but these highs are going up. So yes, this isn't lower, but look how much higher that high is. It's a very drastic move, but that's not drastic at all. It would, that should have been a more like here to here move. So you can see the angle is basically at a 45, but this angle is at like a 190, or no, like a 160. So the difference of those angles almost tells you it is bearish divergence, even though it isn't. I just made a very insightful. Does anyone understand what I just did there? Anyone understand what I just did there? Like, I took what we learned from bearish divergence and I split just the tiny differences. So even though we're not seeing bearish divergence, we're seeing a very high angle as opposed to a low angle. meaning that it is bearish divergence in a way. That's very insightful what just happened here. If you guys watched what just occurred, I don't know. I hope you picked up on it. It's pretty crazy. You would have to kind of understand your divergences a lot. But anyone give me a thumbs up. Did you understand what I just said? It's pretty weird. But okay, let's get into other things. I can see that. Cool, Jesse. You see what I'm saying, right? It's like it's not bearish, but if these are so, it is divergence though, because this line is not as aggressive as that line. So they are slightly diverging. You know, exactly. That's the best way to put it. Wow. Okay, so everything getting hit today. It doesn't matter what you were in. Everything getting hit. The market getting hit, gold getting hit, Bitcoin getting hit, the Dow getting hit. The only thing not getting hit is the dollar. Walmart holding, Netflix holding, Tesla holding, but little gains. I think these are all going to turn negative by the end of the day. I've been pushing this on a lot of people, support.com. And why I'm saying it is because meme coin didn't get hit. There you go. Why I'm saying this is double topping now, though, so that's very bearish. And I'm not going to say buy it right now, but what I like about it is it's a remote system for schools, and they seem to have a lot of deals with some schools. So how would they not go up in price if they're getting a lot of contracts with remote systems in schools? So I just, you know what, up 7% today while the whole market's tanking. Just put it on your radar. Support.com Inc. Support Communications Inc. They have packaged software for remote learning. I mean, if that's not going to take off in the next, couple months, couple years, I don't know what will. So this is an obvious play to me in the market if you want to play a stock. Support.com Inc. at 198. I'm not saying when to buy yet. We'll look at it. It actually is looking pretty good on the daily with a pink and a cross coming. Sitting kind of in the weird bit of a bull flag. It broke out of the falling wedge. Then it kind of flagged, broke down off the flag, but now it's bouncing off heavy support. You can see we had support here. It also plays out right in this region. You can see we bounce off. So this is a heavy region of support for this. Look, we hit it here. And we just kind of came close to it here. This thing is also rebounding off of a huge, look at it. It's been pounded to the ground. So it's gonna be good to buy a stock when it's very low and all of a sudden it's needed more than anything else. So just put it on your radar. It's very bottom pattern, Put it on your radar, 198. This thing has been all the way up 17, 18, 19. So just think about that. Okay, so just into gold. Let's look at gold, 1908. I still say gold goes to 2200 or 2140 an ounce there, holding this trend line, but it will have to make a new pattern, and we'll see what happens with gold. I don't see much more downside after this though. 1900. Let's see, heavy resistance for gold is right there. You can see we have 1800 and we have the support here at 1914, 1900 that we're kind of playing with right now. It is heavy support. That was our previous swing high. Looks like the Bitcoin chart up to 20,000, the tank down, but we did broke previous highs. That's what Bitcoin didn't do. See, rounded bottoms are bullish. I'm always trying to point out things to you guys that you see a rounded bottom, you bring this parabola and you play with it, and it tends to start to move up the parabola. You see that? Something I do see for Bitcoin right now in a way, just to throw that out there. What is meme coin? Can you actually graph it? Meme Bitcoin? Is this it? On Bitrex? Is this really meme coin down 3%? I don't know. Okay. Now, so we went over Bitcoin. I like to look at silver too. So silver, everything falling out, man. Everything doing the same thing. It's just simply the dollar. The dollar fluctuating against the prices, right? So we just have to let them settle that off. There's a reason why they did it. The Dow's going to take a hit today. It's going to happen. Everything's going to take a hit today. It's a rough day. It's a red day for everyone. Unless you're an OXT, which I think probably got pumped by David Portnoy, as he said he was getting back into the game again. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't a Portnoy influenced pump here. Again, though, if you stuck with my system, even on the 3-day and you bought in the pink, or when the blue line curved, let's look at the 4-hour. Let's see if you could have entered here. So the entry was right around here. You would have gotten up. Then you may have gotten worried. Probably would have sold. I would have sold up here on this wick area. Came back down to support with the double bottom. So that would have been a bottom, and then boom. Look at that thing take off. How many? I don't get pissed about stuff like that today. Like, this is up, still up 40% on the day. Pretty good. Beat me to it. OX on Binance this morning. Yeah, boom, dude. Yep. I have it on Gemini right now, but it's same idea, right? Also, they put it on Binance this morning. That's why. So it hit Binance. See, man, I take a day off, man, and I miss news. I miss insane news. So it hit Binance this morning. That's all. So it came out at 47. They sold it down 32. Yeah. So you're better off having that thing on Coinbase, because the Coinbase chart looks way better than that, right? Yeah. So OX, man, smart move for Binance, man. They don't miss a beat. They want to get down. Platinum even taking a hit today, 885. Good day to buy some platinum. Oversold. Let's see on the daily. Nah. See these numbers flying though. JNUG is my long-term hold, which is a 3x X leverage on basically gold miners, gold shares, and anything gold. To me, it's still in a nice little bull flag. Look at that. So long-term, this is looking very healthy, right? Just coming back to the bottom of the trend line. Look for this to break out. Great day to get some JNUG, honestly, in my opinion. Don't be bashful. Scared money don't make money. And you're buying a gold asset. So what are the odds that gold's going to lose? Hasn't lost in 5,000 years, so you're betting with time. It pumped way before it listed on Binance. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I actually did see that this morning. I saw some type of pump action. But this is what I see happening. We're going back up to 233. JNUG. Gold will level back out 1,900, and you're going to see it make its climb. They can't keep it down for too long. 63% gains out of JNUG. Nice day to buy it. Remember I said this, 142 JNUG buy at the bottom of the trend line. Sticking to that buy too on the daily. We have no bearish momentum or bullish momentum. Kind of caught up in the zone. Only a matter of time for this to flex. You can also see that the 21-day passed the 50, the 80, 100, coming for that 200. Only a matter of time till they converge, and we will have some bullishness for gold. I'm still stuck on that. I won't break. Gold breaking 1,900 though. Very interesting. 1898. I don't see that going any lower than this level here at 1819. If we even could touch that low, heavy support there for gold, as you can see in this region. So I see gold kind of recovering back into the 19s. I think this is a great day to buy gold or purchase a gold stock. Barrick Gold. Nice day to get into Barrick. I mean, you're asking for a gift here. Barrick down 2.5%. Look at the uptrend it's on. The trend is your friend until it's not. Has the MACD not doing too well, coming out on the red. So Barrick Gold, man, if you just want a few safe plays outside of crypto, I'm telling you. And Warren Buffett just got into Barrick Gold. Dude has been hating gold stocks for years. Now he finally comes and starts investing like me. Yet he's the smartest man in the world. I'm not saying I'm smarter than Warren Buffett. But when he starts taking my ideas that I've been saying for 10 years straight, maybe you should listen to me too. Because he had no choice. He had too much money. He had to start buying gold. So he knew. He hated on gold for years. Read about it, man. Talks so much ish. I think we'll break back into this pattern. But if it isn't, it's a falling wedge with a 68% chance of break to the downside on Barrick Gold. Just trying to see if there's any support here. Confluence with this area of support at 25. You can put a limit order for Barrick if it falls out of this. That could be the end though. Seems like it. Look at this. Resistance, 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 resistance. And it's not uncanny that we are hitting that line for Barrick Gold. $28 cost average, 28 to 25. Really good time to get into Barrick Gold. Remember I said this in a couple months. Okay. The Dow still on that tank. Looking on the 30-minute. It probably looks very ugly with a gap down. All right, let's get back into crypto. Anyone have something they want to go over? Anyone something they want to talk about? Sam, can you check out those Binance ETF coins? ETH, BTC down, please? Yes, right now. Let's get into it. I'm hoping one of you guys would have something to say. Okay. Okay, so let's get into that. ETH, BTC down. Yeah, so we got ETH down. You know what I'm gonna do? Watch this. Create a new list, right? And we'll call it down leveraged. Yeah, guys, I really suggest you do this too if you have TradingView. Another reason to have TradingView in the login, because you can create tons of lists and they can help you organize what you're doing and see things quicker and faster and not have to rely, you know. Wow, look at that, dude. We would have made a shite ton. That's usually my plan too. The second I'm nervous and I'm jumping into Tether, I'm like, well, that means I should, if I'm nervous and all my years of trading have I doubled my money today on OXT, dude. That's awesome, man. Dude, that is new. Yeah, ETH down is a new coin, right? We didn't have that. We did, I thought. 30 minute. Let's look on the 4 hour. Yeah, you're right. It is new. It came out on July 13th. It's only been around a couple months. And you can see, man, if you just keep playing what I teach you guys, just like don't even tell yourself you're shorting. Take a deep breath. Act like you're just doing what we do. And we would, look what we would have done. We would have waited for the blue line to curve. We would have purchased in the pink here. We would have had to ride a bit of a sideways wave from the 19th till now. 2 days of just sitting around, and then boom, we would have gotten paid. And then we could have just put in our stop loss right here below the trend line. So we could have got in here in the pink. This is where I would have, and you guys know you would have gotten in this way because this is what I teach over and over and over again. So you would have waited. I say we only buy, what do we only buy? The bottom of the trend line. Why? Because our stop losses get to be smaller. And if we do that, you see what I'm trying to teach you guys and how I trade and why it works, why it actually is profitable. Like it's philosophically makes sense why it's profitable. Because if we always buy the bottom of the trend line every time, so we would have bought in somewhere in this region, somewhere here. Okay, and then I try to find a wick, like this wick here, and I try to go below the lowest wick. I'm picking up on what you were dropping. Yeah, so basically this is why I'm able to be the crypto lifer and not lose money. So my stop loss is always in confluence somewhere here, like 5. So right now you would have bought in somewhere here at $2.29. This is what my system would have put. At the very latest, you would have bought up here at 237. Honestly, and at that point, I would have told you you missed the crypto lifer because you would have bought here. I want you buying here. I want you buying right where the blue line says I'm done. Basically, let's zoom in. I want you guys buying, and again, this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say this so YouTube doesn't kick me out. But if you were to follow how I trade, you'd be buying in here all the time, right here. See that you'd zoom in like I am on the 4 hour. You'd be watching this line, or even on the 1 hour to help you kind of get more of an idea here. And when you saw that cross in the pink here, that would be your time to buy. Okay? So we do that over and over and over again, right? And by doing that over and over again, we get to keep tight stop losses. And we use the trend line as our friend as support. And it did come back down, look, but it never hit our stop at 5%. And you have, in my system though, you have to be very patient. I will tell you that. Because we're buying safer, like other people would say buy the breakouts. You would put an alert here. And then at 4 in the morning, when this went out, you would run through your computer and try to get into this green candle. And then you would have made, yeah, fine. If you can pull that off and it works for you, fine. It doesn't work for me. A lot of people teach that. It doesn't work for me. So what works for me is finding really good entries that I know I'm probably going to sit in for no more than a day, and then boom, they're going to pop for me. So that's basically what I'm doing. And we're doing it over and over again. So this would have been a perfect trade for us because it had all the aspirations that we like. Number one, bullish pattern. I don't touch it until it's in a bullish pattern. Checklist is there. Number two is the MACD in the pink and turning. We would have seen it here. Yes. Are we buying the bottom of the trend line? Yes. If you are part of my Telegram, please, I'm going to go in there right now and just show you the pinned comment. I'm going to clean that pinned comment up actually too. I can do even better with that. But if you go up here to the pinned comment, it goes, first thing I ask myself, is there a bullish pattern? Then I look at the support and resistance. Then I look at the MACD and see if there's the blue line curving towards the red line, preferably on the 4-hour. Then I check the RSI and look for oversold or a bullish pattern. So like here in the RSI, you would have seen a falling wedge, which is a 68% chance of break to the upside. So that's also part of the checklist, okay? Then I look for divergences. And last but not least, I pull a fib for confluence. And this, do you really need to pull fib for this? Why not? It can't hurt. A lot of the times I'm just using a pattern though. I'm pulling fibs when I see heavy retracements and I don't know where the stock's going. Here we can kind of clearly see that it came back down. I actually can honestly tell you that's the 618 without even pulling a fib. And I'm going to pull it and you're going to see it. And you're going to go, wow, how did he do that? And you're going to be like, because 618. Look at it. It's just because this is how they trade, man. And the more you do this like me, the more you're just going to get it. And it's going to make complete sense to you over and over again. And trading won't seem that difficult. You'll just do the same things over and over again. And I think that's how you'll become profitable. And that's what I teach. I teach it over and over again. Look at this thing, 25% gains on ETH down. While everyone else was telling you ETH was going up and I'm going to do this. All we were doing was playing our game, looking for bullish patterns, buying in the pink, waiting for the blue line to cross, RSI and a bullish pattern, and we're getting it, and we're getting it over and over and over again. Hello guys, fellow lifer here. What up, Bowling Crypto? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I sent Rose. If you see Rose, she is a bot that I've programmed into the Telegram channel. So she says hello. She does a bunch of other stuff. Actually, I can program her to do a lot of cool, fun things. So that's Rose. Say hi to Rose in the Telegram channel. Let me show you. This is my bot. Look, you hit on her. She's a bot. Powerful Telegram bot to help you manage your groups. She's pretty cool, man. So the Rose bot. The Rosebud. Okay, where are we at in time? 10:34. Good morning, good sir. What up, Nate? How you feeling, man? Yo, did you sell print, dude? Tell me you didn't go down with the freaking boat. Tell me you sold 7x. The day after you told us about print, I saw that thing going up to the moon, dude. So let's actually look at print for you right now. Let me see if I can throw it in on the lifer list. I like my big list, and I know it's a lot, but I like my big list just because I sold print at almost 20x before it crashed, dude. That's insane. Shout out to Nate for 20x. I think he did the most X in the entire group. Print 2 is coming. I am scared. Ooh, that's juicy. Can we do it again? Or do you think it's a trap? Hey Rose, you're funny saying hi to my bot. Denise, love learning. Mad funny, man. She's just a little bot doing her thing. Sweet little bot. Okay, so print. Printer finance. Down the dumps. Let's see on the 30-day. Oh, wow. So it's 1,500 and now it's worth 166 bucks. Oof. Oof. That's insane, dude. Yeah. Wow. It has a trading volume of 16,000 today. Like, nobody gives a damn about this thing anymore. Dude, these things are pumping dumps to the 10th degree. I'm scared of Uniswap, man. Like, I think there is blood in the streets. What the hell happened to Bitcoin in the middle of the night? Lots of whales are getting ready for the bear market, it seems. Yes and no. I see. Let's look at this. I buy crypto when there's a lot of fear. Okay. Wow, why isn't there more fear today? That's weird. See, today there's not that much fear. That's really strange. That should be way lower, man, in this area. Kind of does worry me that there's more downside because this should be lower. Dollar starting to take that 93 rejection. You can see hit 93.63 and it got rejected by 60 cents really fast. I mean, that's a huge rejection if you think about it on the daily. That was yesterday or it's Friday maybe, and now we're kind of climbing back up. But we did got to watch that dollar index because it's going to affect the rest of the markets. That's what's going on today for Bitcoin. It's really not Bitcoin, it's the dollar. You have to remember we're juxtaposed against so many different ideas. DLT, I love DOT. I sold it at 527, got back in 520. You guys saw me with the very tight stop losses. I guys told you, you know, and this is again why my system is great. Your stop loss is always hiding these trend lines. You're always hugging the trend line. So when these moves go down like this, like a lot of new people that I meet, they go, so I got in, I know I'm using an accent, but I do talk to a lot of people from England and stuff. And so I got in and, you know, and then once I was down about 100, like I figured I'll just keep it. I held it, then I was down 200, then 300. Now I just like, I got to hold it, man. Because like I want to sell the loss, man. And I hear that a lot. Great time to buy, in my opinion. Do you think it's a great time to buy DOT, man? Yeah, yes and no. Extremely oversold on the 4 hour though. Jeez Louise. But I'm telling you guys right now, let me show you something. I'm going to teach you guys something. Because everyone tells you how sweet it is, but no one shows you the reality. Okay? And I'm going to show you CHZ. Now, I'm in CHZ the other day and I see it tank. Completely tank. And it got like down here somewhere, oversold, started to come back up. So I buy it right here thinking, dude, I just caught the dip, oversold dip, right? We're ready to go. And or maybe, you know what I think I did? I think I bought this right here. Yeah, see, this is what I want to show you guys. This is what I want to show you. This is the shadiest thing I've ever seen. All right. Wait for the MACD to start curving. That'll be a direct indicator. Yeah, that's how we trade, baby. But check this out. I just want to show you something. Here's chill CHZ. Now I see it tank on the RSI and it goes down the lowest I ever seen it. So I said, you know what? As a trader, I'm going to buy that blind. And I got in right there, bottom of the trend line. Now look, the RSI made a higher high, but the price went lower. I mean, that's bullish divergence, right? Tells you that. I should have doubled down right there on the bullish divergence. It's funny, I didn't notice it at the time. Now I'm looking back and I see it. But my point is this. I thought I bought the lowest point of the RSI, yet the price went lower when the RSI didn't. So don't always think, oh, I'm buying the lowest point of the RSI. It can't hit my, I'm on point now. Look at that. And it was a drop, a pretty good drop. Like another 9%. Like I never thought. So usually I'm at a stop loss of 5 or 10%. And I got stopped out. So I just wanted to point that out. And at that point, I basically should have identified the bullish divergence with the higher low. And again, if you're not sure about bullish divergence, just Google divergence cheat sheet. Now, price was going down, but the RSI was going up. See that? Swing low to swing low, swing low to swing high. That was going on right here. And you can see it played out immediately. Boom. So you could have bought in that bullish divergence right here. Once you recognized it, you can buy a lot of divergences blind. I hate to say that. You shouldn't be buying anything blind, but you can buy a lot of divergences blind. Dude, we are in tank mode, guys. This is a serious, serious drop. It's getting ugly. We're falling through 10.5. We're going to keep gapping. This is bad. This is, yeah. Wow. What a day to be alive, huh? Jesus. Sell your pen gaming if you're down. DOT is to 3.9. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, I'm not doing this oversold buy stuff anymore. I just proved to you why it doesn't always work. And it can put you, you can be in jeopardy. Let me show you again if you don't understand. Show you one more time. And I'm telling you because I'm not some guy who's like, I'm living it. I'm actually living this. I bought here, oversold. But yes, no. So 9, let's look for the bullish divergence now on the RSI. Let's look for this now on the 4-hour. Let's look for the price going down, but the RSI recovering, and buy on that recovery. So this is the buy here when you have confirmed divergence, not the lowest point on the RSI. That took me a beating to learn. Okay, and now I'm giving it to you. So remember that. Yeah, damn, man. Time to short everything, dude. Look at everything just keeps going up. We're soon going to be overbought on these shorts, though. That's what worries me. Overbought shorts. What do we at Walmart? So basically, yeah, BNB up, BNB down. Missed the boat on this down. Really should have been paying attention last night and trading this. Sometimes you gotta give your brain a break. Spend some time with your family and relax. And if you miss a trade, you're gonna miss a trade. Crypto's 24/7. So if you're gonna beat yourself up about every time crypto makes a bad trade, then I mean that just every time you make a bad trade. And look, Bitcoin dominance is gonna go up. Why? Because people are gonna start selling out of their altcoins with stop losses, and the stop losses are gonna put them into Bitcoin dominance. So even if Bitcoin is going down, you're gonna see dominance going up. That's how I know what's going on in the markets. People were selling out of their altcoins right into Bitcoin. This could send the Bitcoin dominance all the way up here, and literally, this could crash. It could crash all these alts to the ground, man, to the absolute ground. So just remember that. And I've been warning you guys this all weekend. I said to get out of the positions, to get ready. I basically was just telling you guys the market sentiment was not there. I'm a full-blown bull, right? Ready to go. So if the market sentiment isn't there fully, then yeah, you know, like I'm sitting tethered up, ready to go, man. Like I'm in a great place right now. Okay, you just saw the RSI on 10? No way. 10? No way. Where on the hourly? You got to give more. You got to give me a little more like hourly. What are we talking here? Binance, Bitcoin. Are we talking about the futures contracts? I'm technically always looking at Bitcoin on the USD Tether pair on Binance because that's what I'm trading it. Let's look. So let's look at the 1 hour. So wow, we are in, yeah, you're right. I mean, not 10, but damn, 14, dude. Jeez Louise. When's the last time we were this low? September 3rd when that huge nasty crash occurred. These are those see, this is where you would buy Bitcoin right now. See, what these leverage traders do is they buy right here at this 15 point, right? But they're out of the trade already. I'm telling you right now. They get this wick, they get in. I watched it. My buddy's been teaching me this. They get in and they take this 0.91% and they 10x it to 10%. They just made 10% on that move. Bam, done, you know? So let's just erase previous work and we're going to look at Bitcoin like new and fresh as if we've never seen it before. I do this all the time because it helps my perspective and I don't get blinded by yesterday's news and yesterday's ideas. I find my own support and resistance and I understand my own reasoning for things and helps me take an idea of the market. Really nice not to see my account going down today because I knew what to do. You know, shout out, shoot, did I just mess up buying DOT at $4 each? Looks like it's going to go, yeah, dude, I if I'm not buying it, you should wait. But you never know. Let's well, you see in recovery here, 10,400. This could have been that wick just to wick everyone out that was thinking, oh, we'll stay at 10.5, but I'll hide at 10.3. And they went and just got every long. They just went and got every long out of the game. That's another reason why you shouldn't short, you shouldn't long today. They'll go right back up and get the shorts now too. Watch. Now everyone's shorted. A bunch of people shorted right here. Watch, they'll come get the shorts now. They know what to do, man. On the 1 hour? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we're looking at the 1 hour. Very oversold. You're right. 16. But you're saying, let me see what you said. Just saw the RSI. Bitcoin, it's on 10. Lowest since early summer. Not true because right here on the 1 hour, I have it here. Yeah, you're right. Lowest, right? It never went to like, let's put a line at that low. Let's look at the RSI in zoomed out form. So here's a line. See how I'm zooming into indicators as well and oscillators, like I'm using them by themselves to really get a perspective. Yeah, you're right. We haven't been this low since, you're right, June 20th. That's the lowest we were. Doesn't mean we can't get lower. And it doesn't mean that the price can't get lower even if the RSI gets high. I just showed you that on the CHZ. Let me show you it again because I need to see it again because I don't believe it. But look, you're sitting there buying CHZ on this dip right here thinking that you're golden on the lowest point of the RSI. But no, the price gets lower, but the RSI does not. And you get FUCK'd right there. That, my friends, is something I don't think anyone will point out to you but me. And I had to learn it the hard way. Because I thought, you know what, I'll buy the lowest RSI. So you know what, I don't do it anymore. I wait for the dust to settle, man. I wait for some support. I wait for a bull flag. I wait for more bullish sentiment. If I'm going to be playing anything long, like right now, you should be shorting. You should be shorting, right? The trend is now your friend until it's not, right? Now the 1 hour trend on Bitcoin is down, okay? And I know I give you guys different ideas. I'm long-term bullish, but I'm short-term playing every trend, right? It's basically, it's the same system, but you have to play it on the time frame you're in. And you have to, right? You can't bend the rules because you want to do it. You want to do what you want to do. Like, what I mean is you can't say, oh, it's bullish long term, so in the 1 hour we're still bullish. No, you have to play the idea that you're bearish right now. Wouldn't buy yet, but good to get perspective. No, I see what you're saying. It's definitely a good thing to see that we definitely so here we had the falling wedge fake out. So they faked everybody out thinking, oh, this is going to break out and keep moving. And then everyone with their targets were like, okay, I'll take profits here at 10,000. A lot of big YouTubers were saying we're going to 10,400, 10,000, blah, blah, blah. I would have taken my money. Would love to see it drop more. On BTC, would buy on confirmed trend and MACD cross. I agree too. I mean, we'll just wait for this 1 hour to play out and wait for some pink, you know. But look, you could have double pink here. So sometimes you buy in the pink with the curve. That's why you're stopped. Like, this is why you do trend line playing. Because right now, for instance, this would have been a bull flag to me. And I would have said, wow, that's nice and bullish. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Just this area here. I would have said, that's nice and bullish. I want to buy that. So, and I would have waited for the pink, right? And it would have come like, I guess it would have came right there, but this was a weird one. It really didn't occur like it usually does. So that's not a good example. This is a better example here. There's a falling wedge. You want to buy in the pink, it pops. My whole point is you would have been waiting right here and you would have seen the line curve, but you never would have actually entered the trade. And if you did enter the trade, see, to me, there's no pink, so there's no entry. See, here would have been entry, and this would have been a fake out. And this is why you need to keep your stop losses tight on the trend line. And this is why you buy the bottom of the trend line every single time. If you can't buy the bottom of the trend line, leave the trade alone. There's a better trade out there that you can buy the bottom of the trend line for. So why put yourself, it's like if there's a club with 100 women in it, and this is for men and women, but let's say either sex, you're a man or a woman, and you want, you're single and you want to meet somebody. Do you go to the club with 100 people in it, or go to the club with 50 people in it? 100 people, because the odds of you meeting someone are higher. If you buy the bottom of the trend line, the odds of you making money are higher. So if you don't buy the bottom of the trend line, it's like going to the club with 50 people in it. Why are you doing that to yourself? It doesn't make sense to me. Use the whole system to your advantage as much as possible. Look at this triangle here. And do a lot of back testing. I sit here for hours just moving around with these lines. So here, we would have bought here, golden. And look, and I'm just going to show you my system, and I'm going to back test it for you. So bottom of the trend line means you would have gotten somewhere in here, and you know our stop losses like to be between 5 and 10%. So even a 1% stop loss like there. So if I put 12 grand on this trade, $12,000, I enter the bottom of the trend line, and I risk a 1.6% stop loss. Okay, that's simple, right? 12,000 times 0.016. Guys, we're risking $192. Now, trade goes in your favor, and you're not even leverage trading. And then you make the $200. See, not amazing, but I'm just trying to point out how if you constantly buy it, here again, we would have bought in the pink with the blue line curving at the bottom of the trend line. And our stop loss would have, like, see how the odds of our stop loss getting hit are low? See what I'm doing here, guys? 1-2% stop loss never got hit. And I can show you this over and over again. If, you know, and I can prove to you why the system will work better if you just do what you're supposed to do. Draw your triangles, right? Make your trend lines and buy at the bottom of them. Like, look, bought here, stop loss never got hit. You bought here, the stop loss never got hit. And then again, take your money. Don't sit in trades for too long. Take your money at resistance. Here would have been resistance, because you would have seen previous price action. Previous price action. Look, resistance, resistance. Take your money. And again, take the market sentiment. What's going on with Bitcoin? What's happening around you? Take your money, right? So I just keep reiterating why we're doing what we're doing and how it's going to benefit you in the long term. And what I love about it is it takes the emotion out, because emotion tells you to buy whenever it tells you to buy. If you use your emotions, you'll buy here. Look, watch this. If you use your emotions, you'll buy here, you'll buy here, you'll buy here, you'll buy anywhere in the gosh damn chart, right? And I'll take your money. Trust me, I'll be sitting there at the bottom of the trend line, patiently waiting to take your money. And I will. I know I'm gonna. Because I have a system. It's gonna help me take your money. So do you either want to play with me or do you want to lose your money? It's kind of how it works. Would love to see it drop more, because yeah. I know everyone's in a bit of a shock. I know if you're beginning today, you're like, wow, what a day, right? This is crazy. The dashboard. Yeah, and I even lost that Wan Chain trade. Like, look, Wan Chain. What I did for Wan Chain, that was in my opinion, was a textbook accumulation, and it is if it's a long-term hold, right? But Wan Chain kicked me out for a $122 loss yesterday. And let's look at where I got into Wan Chain. And that's why I said, remember when I was making the trades yesterday, I said, guys, I'm making all these positions half the size. Half the size. But like we were like basically oversold on this line, not completely yet. We were in the pink. This blue line looked like it was about to curve. I bought Wan Chain right around here, guys. Like, I waited and waited for this momentum to end. It looked like the bearish momentum was done. The blue line had curved. Everything I could do to help myself to buy that bottom of the trend line. And thank God I had a stop loss here. And thank God I bought at the bottom of the trend line, because I was able to put a stop loss right there. I wasn't stopped out, and life went on and did its thing. And now I don't have to sit here and Wan Chain down hundreds of dollars and say, I'm just going to have to hold it now until it goes back up. If I hear that one more time from a beginner, well, I was down, then I was down, then I was down. No, stop using tight stop losses at the bottom of the trend line. Let's take our shots over and over again till we win, you know? So let's look. I guess we should just look at all the down tokens right now and see if it's, honestly, the play was this morning though. Like, we missed the moves. Let's look at BNB up now. See, now I'm trying to get into the opposite idea. These are going to be oversold and beat down, right? Last time right here, BNB up. This was it right here. This was the play. And boy, did we get. And I played this. I didn't get all the move I got out, but like, dude, 300% gains from September 5th to September 12th. No one talked about this. I rarely heard anyone discussing this, and this is why I got into my radar. I was like, dude, I should start playing these coins. So I like BNB up right now, oversold. On the 4 hour, last time it was oversold in the 4 hour, you got paid very well. 1, 2. So here, if you bought it around here, You got paid. Also, that dollar index is going to jump back. They can't do that for too long. It's going to create a bounce right back into our markets. It's really not like a crypto bomb as much as it was the dollar index. So that's also an indication that I think we're going to make some money, man. Like on a bounce back right there. So there's 41% gains if we bought at this point. And then let's look. And never mind that. Let's also look at if we bought on all the pink cross, all the pink blue crosses. Here's another one right here. We bought in the pink with the blue line. 12%. I think I'm leaning towards this is the trade of the day. Here's another one. 17%, 13%, 41%. Here's another one. I'm saying this one tends to perform a lot more consistently. Here's another one. We would wait for the blue line to curve, which would have been right around there. 74. There's that huge one there that kind of was part of this one. But if you even just got this move, this pink here, and now look, we were about to have it. We got our 14%, and then we got our dump. We got to be oversold. And guys, look what I just saw. Hidden bullish divergence. A swing low to a swing low, even if I use the wick, which I don't like to. And then I take a swing low to swing low. I'm getting into this right now, and I think I'm going to get into it pretty heavy. I'll be honest. This is my trade of the day. It has everything that I look for, except for a bullish pattern up here. That's the one thing I don't like, which is my first part of my checklist. It's not in a bullish pattern, right? Or is it though? Let's try to bend the rules here. It's in a falling wedge. It just, yeah, okay. It's in a bullish pattern. We just have to like find our way. And it's at the bottom of the trend line right there. So our stop loss can be right here, very low. We don't have to risk a lot. Remember, this is a leverage trade though, so it can hit you harder. So very risky, right? Any small move, like a 10% stop loss is a very small amount. I like this right here though. Look at it there, and then we got another move down though. So that could also occur. But did we have hidden bullish divergence there? We didn't. We didn't. Anywhere here, look, we didn't, because we had a swing low to a swing low, swing low to swing low, swing low to swing low. No, but this swings up. Could almost even say there's hidden bullish divergence from this line here, because it is lower. Yeah, it is from here, this swing to that swing. Yeah, but sometimes I front run the pink, dude. I know I'm insane, but I front run the pink, and by doing that, you make the most money. You have to get really good at it. But like, trust me, the more you do this, the more you're gonna get really good at it. Like, you're gonna get really good at understanding the front run idea. Yeah, I'm gonna take BNB up right now. I'm going to take it down. Let me show you the trade right now. Again, I'm going to have a smaller position than normal, even though I'm really confident in the trade. I don't like market sentiment right now. And because of that, I'm not going to be putting in more money than I feel comfortable with. If this trade's going to stretch me out all day, then I don't want to make it. If that makes any sense. And look, there's DOT down. Wow, there was more. Sorry, guys. I dropped the ball. Like, I should have had you guys in all these down tokens. We would have made millions. We would have made big money. 30% gains on these down tokens, man. All leveraged down tokens. Wow. XTC down. It's kind of it's basically shorting for beginners, and it's great. Like, and it would have been our exact system. So the next time you guys get scared and you're getting all emotional over the Bitcoin, just go find a down token and use my system. Take a deep breath. Tether up. Tether up. Look at this. This was a bull flag right here. What a great entry. You would have gotten in here in the pink, right here in this pink. It would have been hard to find it, but that little dip, we didn't even cross, so you would have been like bounce. The bounce, you would have bought the bounce. That would have scared me right here. This cross, I may have sold there. There's a chance I may not have, because that would have scared me. Look at that. And it did cross, but then boomed up. But that's why you buy the bottom of this trend line. See, that's why you got to draw as many patterns as possible so you can use these trend lines to your advantage. See, they did wick us down. They tried to get us. But then we would have bought in here. We should have bought in here. I mean, perfectly example, but. And then our stop loss should be outside of the pattern, technically, 9%. But we could even be here. But that's why I like to buy here. Because the reason why this isn't as good as a buy as here, even though we do have a trend line, is what if this price comes back down to the trend line? Now we have to eat that 4% and be down for a while. I don't like being down in the trade, right? Who wants to be in the trade and have to be down? Especially if you're patient like me. You want to sit and wait and be down? So if we bought the bottom of the trend line here as the pink curved, so we would have bought right there. And this time, look, this is one of the times where it didn't work. You would have bought right here. And we got rejected. And we rolled over. Again, though, that's why you want to buy the bottom of the trend line. There would have been a chance. There's still a chance that if you were savvy with that buy even here, and you would bottom the trend line, look, 10% loss, you never would have been hit with your 10% stop loss, never would have been hit. Again, bottom on the trend line here. So I'm just showing you guys, and here you could have used this new trend line. Look, it came into a flag. You would identify this is a flag. You would have said this is a new bottom of a trend line here, and you would have worked on that. Okay, so that's kind of, you know, what we're teaching here over and over again. That's the idea, right? This is the idea. And then this is a beautiful retest. Comes back down, retest. Sometimes the retest doesn't hit the trend line. Comes damn close to it though. And then we're off to the races. Boom, getting sold back down. I'm really liking this trade right now at 11:30. It was just 11:28. It already just came back, and our time to buy is dwindling because we're losing the bottom of the trend line entry. So our stop loss won't be as protected. You get why? And again, this could keep going down. We don't know. It could be. We could wait a little longer. I'd like to see that dollar index again because this is going to directly affect Bitcoin, which is directly going to affect this BNB trade. It does have to get into the pink, but every once in a while I front run the pink because look, I'll show you why. The first green bar was on this pink area here. Boom. Also, we had so much red, then we came to pink, then the red broke through again. You could see this was not what was going to happen. The regular market for the cryptos was going to go up. It was on its way. It's the dollar that caused this. You can see. You guys see? Because it was like, okay, I'm done. And then wait, something strange has happened. No cross, and then we're bleeding red. No, I love this trade, man. I really do. So you want to speculate. Look, 11:38. This thing's going up. We were at 11:22. These swing fast because they're leveragey. So I'm going to make the trade right now. I'm going to front run it. Okay? And guys, it's aggressive. There's a high probability that this trade does not work out for me. But that's okay. I usually want to go in for 3,000 to 4,000. I'm going to go in for 1,750. Okay? So we're in our 3 commas. We're in BNB up. We have a lot of things going for us. And let's just check the daily on top of it as well. So the daily tells you you have a lot of red coming. So the daily says to stay away from this thing. See that? Interesting. Early coin though, not a lot of. But the daily says, you know what, more pain. Very interesting. Daily makes me want to think about it a little more. But I think I'll be able to get my movement before that daily really has more confluence, you know. We're oversold on almost every time frame. The 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour, almost, not yet, the 12 hour. So it's like, I guess we could get pushed even more. And I don't know, man. Look at, you can clearly see the bounce off the trend line here on the 15 minute, and we're clearly creating a new candle. I say we go all the way back to this 15. 1160 now. This trade is erupting. I'm missing out just talking to you guys, so I'm gonna have to get into this trade right now at 1162. It swings though. It swings. So I'm gonna do 1150 and hope I get lucky. All right, 1150. That's going to be my entry point. 1150. My take profit is going to be the top of this trend line, or maybe one of these. This is area. You can see we have resistance here at 1394. And how did I get that? I went up here and I saw where the price hit. 1394. What is going to be my gains if I get up there? Nice, 22%. I'm not going to be greedy in a day like today. So let's do that. Now look, price is going down. Let's do 1133. Try to play that game, right? Let's see if we can get 1133. Always try to be below the price if you can as well. It's kind of the same idea as buying below the trend line. We'd like to take that 20% that we found there on that line. Let's make sure that coincides exactly with our take profit area. 1376, 1380, and I'll go down a little bit, 1360, so as not to be completely greedy. I like that. Now our stop loss, where's our stop loss? We're going to be below the trend line and below this wick if we can at 1040, because that was the lowest point, and we're going to see where that puts us. If it's too much risk, I won't like it. At 1750, 10% is 170. I don't like to risk more than $100 a trade, or 150. Now I'm going over my threshold to 175, which I don't like. So I think I should lower my position size if I want to be here at 1040. And that's basically going to keep me in better risk. So I want to go big, but I also don't want to lose money, okay? We'll just go to 1133. Are we done there? 1149. Better off not playing games here. I think 1150 is going to be the move. This thing's swinging pretty well. 961. Boom. I'm going to take the trade. Well thought out. I know what I'm going to risk. Ooh, one thing I noticed. Let me show you. Oh, so I'm about to get hit. I should edit that. I can't. That's the one thing. So I'm actually going to get hit because it went to 140 and I got in at 148. It's all right. I'm not mad. Down $14. These will swing extremely crazily because they're leverage. So that's why I got a whole dollar stop on this. I can go all the way back to 1040. And we're going to rock this out, guys. I think this trade, I mean, the chart is helping us out. And we did the best we could today. And that's the trade of the day, is BNB up, the leverage token. And I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm trying to get here. 20% gains on a recovery. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the dollar and check on the dollar, because what the dollar is going to do is going to really give us an idea as to what's going to happen in the rest of the markets, right? It's going to have a play. And I already saw it rebounding and kind of coming back on us here. Yeah, so it's overbought extremely. And remember what I showed you guys, we have bearish divergence. That line is not that strong. It's pretty flat. This is actually exaggerated bearish divergence. And then we have a swing high. So this tells me that in the 15-minute chart, like, this is coming down hard. That's bearish divergence, guys. Extremely. Let's look at our cheat sheet. And look, exaggerated. Price is flat, but this is going down. So we didn't have exaggerated bearish, but to me, it looks very similar to hidden, right? Not to regular. It's regular divergence. I mean, it's there. Let me just boom this up and see if we have our, yeah, we do. We have our slope. So that's divergent. That's bearish divergence. Extremely. That's coming down. And if that comes down, it's going to boost Bitcoin up, and it's going to send my BNB trade up. So I'm in a great place right now. I have confluence with the dollar, which has confluence to the Bitcoin, which redirects into my BNB up. My BNB is extremely oversold, right? So in my opinion, I'm thinking I'm making the best probable trade that I can today. And other people could look at my style and say, no, we're going to leverage this and blah, 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 boom. But I like the trade. Any ideas on the trade? Anything you guys think? Any opposition to the trade? Anyone think that trade's a horrible trade? And I'm willing to hear it out. Like, what you guys think. Completely open-minded to these ideas. Ban just won't stop. Look at that. I never thought I'd see ban in the $5 region again. 554, that was a steal. These are the steals now. Yesterday you thought it was a steal. Remember at 640? A lot of people thought, oh wow, I have to get banned. Even I almost FOMO'd into banned. I'll be honest. That's why I walked away yesterday. Thank God I did. Because had I looked at a lot of those prices, I would have thought they were great. I would have said, wow, these are great prices. And you know what? We're not even oversold yet on band. On the 4 hour, which we are on BNB. So remember that too. See this? We're far more oversold with hidden bullish divergence. We got it. We got it. We got it. We should see pink soon, and this trade should rip. And that's how we're gonna play that. So that was a trade of the day. What's up hard today? Yeah, see BNB down. That's the biggest thing up. And that's gonna flip. It's gonna get overbought soon. It already is in the 1 hour. It's extremely. And look, no, I thought we would have bearish divergence. But let this come up and peak. While this peaks a little higher. See any bullish, any bearish? Always looking for divergences. Always. They're gonna be key for you. Funny, FET not down that much. Some of these coins that were already in the 6 region, like FET's been down here since the 16th of September. So this wasn't really a big deal for FET. This is actually an extreme accumulation range. I've been watching FET very closely. I've been in and out of FET probably 6 or 7 times since last October. So for a year and a half, I've traded it. Again, bottom of the trend line, up to the top. Bottom of the trend line, up to the top. Kind of like an easy trade, right? Not much gains though, but you can see it comes down, it comes up, comes down, it comes up, comes down, it comes up, comes down, it comes up. It just came down. What do you think it's gonna do? Probably go up. But I like FET. I don't know. I'm not saying it's the trade of the day right now. I'm not loving it just because of the sentiment of the market, but yeah, FET. Fetty fought, Fetty wop. When I open like I'm Fetty wop. See, 1133, always let the price come to you guys, always. Always let the price come to you. See that BNB up, down to 1133 now. Perfect place to get down, 1122 even. Could always be better. You can always hone in, you can always make it better as a trader. Always something you can work on. So I was looking at this in a bit of an ascending triangle. Wanted to buy that breakout. It was the last time I was really looking at it, buying the pink by the breakout. Fake out, came back down to the pattern. Fake out, came back down to the pattern. Now it's in a bit of a downtrend. As everything is. Yeah, it's a shorter day, man. It's a day to short the market. Trend's your friend until it's not. I mean, that's... And then you could say the trend's your friend, it's on the way up. See, it's all about perspective. Are you in a midi short for the day? Or are you in a 10-day long? And the chart's going to read differently either way. Not good. Bitcoin's still continuing this dump. Again, that's why there's a big chance I get kicked out of this trade that I'm in. It's hard to short it. Right now, it's hard to short it hard to long because we don't know if Bitcoin will recover or continue, right? We got to look at the 5-minute. It says we're done for a little bit and we're going to bounce back up, you know? I'd like to see what's up with the news, Cointelegraph, and see what we're seeing today. I really don't understand why the fear and greed index is where it's at though. 49, 48. That should be this should be more fear. Let's see if it should be way more fear. I wonder if this isn't working today or something's going on. Let me turn off the ads. Is it no? The Space Force $2 bill? That'd be kind of funny. U.S. Space Force serial number. Yes, I want this bill. Support America. Is that a real bill though? Like, can you actually use that? Oh, it's a collectible. I still kind of like it. I collect $2 bills. I just think that would be kind of whatever. That's a freaking gimmick though. Jesus. Even I would fall for that stupid stuff. Bitcoin 10,370. Now it's forming a bit of a double bottom in the 5-minute. Bottom, another bottom. bullish, possibly. Daily has a cross coming now, and the daily we had a nice cross going and just didn't get a move. And now, so that tells you we have a cross coming on the daily. So that's more downside. More downside. Makes me want to actually get out of the trade right now that I'm in. Making me think, damn, man, the daily says it's over. Like, this is gonna, it just began. Unless we have like a tiny little move here. But this, last time we had a curve on the daily, right there, we went from 10.6 all the way to 9.8. Here we had another one. We went from 10,000 all the way back down to 7.9. Here we have another little one, tiny, but tiny enough for 10.1 all the way back down to 9.2. $1,000 move right there. Trying to see if we saw one where we're below the equator. Right here we had the blue line crossing, and we went, it's kind of in the same spot, looks very similar, and we went from 7,006 all the way to 6,400. So that could tell us that we're definitely closing that gap at 9,200, 8,800. Let's look at the total market cap and see what it's doing as well. Do we have any support? We're sitting on strong support here at 300 billion. So sad to say. I mean, we crossed 300. Look, let's just look at the idea here. So in February, we're moving up. We get all the way to 300 million. And then February slips and the market cap starts to slip. And you can see, like, it started here. And it's almost an indication. So this could be the indication of a very bearish move, man. If you play the Elliott wave idea, right? It's kind of like wave 1. I'm getting into Elliott waves. I never studied them before, but they make sense. Wave 2, right? Wave 3, wave 4, and then there's your 5th wave, which is completion, right? And then it's an ABC correction, right? Interesting. So this wave tends to be what? The same as that wave. See that? End up being almost the same size. You see how that? So there's an uncanny movement to waves similar to support and resistance that you can find. And definitely something that I'm willing to dabble in. Do you think this is a good position for Link in this moment? I'm going to say no right off the bat, but I'm going to look at it for you. Doc. Good time to accumulate Doc. Really holding the 618 support level. Has a huge mainnet coming out as well. And I've seen it not want to fall as bad as other coins when Bitcoin doesn't play games. But just look at Doc. Will it hold the 618 on the daily? Something really to look at. But yeah, it just kind of wicked right off the 618 here. Doc. So look for that. It's in the golden pocket of accumulation. Really good time to get into Doc. Just something to think about. But yeah, you can lose money really fast in this market today. Trust me. I'm already down $50 on that BNB call. 1109. I should have definitely, see, always limit order yourself. Always limit order. I FOMO'd in a little bit. Got a little FOMO-y right there. So look at the wick bought up here on 392 back into DOT. So maybe you're all right, Nate. I mean, we are extremely oversold in the 4 hour. That's a huge indication of a buy, right? I'll be kicking myself when all these things boom back up tomorrow and oversold bounces. You know, I'm sitting here. But I'll be leveraged into BNB token. So I should make the most money out of that, right? I should make more money out of this. As long as this goes up, BNB up. Oh, this thing just flew from 11 back to 1133, so. And again, if you're in a trade and you want to understand something, go to the 15-minute. I'm not saying trade on it, but it will give you more insight. Look, so it got sold down, then it came up, then it got bought back up. Now it got boomed up. So now we're kind of forming a range here, which is a bottom, in my opinion, to boom up. Perfect place to buy here, bottom of the trend line. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. I'm feeling pretty okay buying DOT at $4 each. Yeah, I think you, I mean, considering it was 520 yesterday, yeah, it's pretty steal deal, right? Already at 405. So now you're up. We got a wick up here. We do see a series of lower lows on dot. So we have a slight downtrend forming here. So until this downtrend ends, like I see it break this trend line, then dot's in a downtrend right now. So we need to see dot. I would sit with dot on the 15-minute, and if it doesn't break this trend line, that's bearish, man. Like that means dot's coming down to 394, then going up, then down, then up. It did up. Need I say more? Bearish divergence, my friends. The trend is your friend. All right. So I actually would buy dot right now on bearish divergence. Look, RSI is going up. Price is going down. I'll show you that on Bitcoin right now. I can show you key examples. So I may actually make a trade right now on dot, and I'll explain why. Okay. So again, we'll go to the divergence cheat sheet where we have price is going down, but the RSI is going up. That's regular bullish divergence. We have just seen that on the 15-minute on dot. Price going down, price going up. Let's go to the 30. Do we see it on the 30? We do. And do we see it on the 1 hour even stronger? Slight, but beginning. Very slight, but it's doing its thing. We do see it. Huh. And we're in the pink with the blue line curving. Wait for it to curve a little more. Yeah, I do actually like dot right here because of the divergence. I really do. And I've seen dot hold itself pretty well in times of pain. So that's something to think about, right? Like Bitcoin was doing all sorts of stuff. Dot was holding $5 pretty well until it didn't. But we are at the top of the trend line. I do not like to buy there. I like to buy down here, but it is the 1 hour. Can't see it perfectly. Could be a double bottom right here, bottom, and begin to break out. We do see that divergence though. Something that's definitely to think about. Daily, we're not oversold yet, but not really enough information to get daily. If we're oversold in the 4 hour, I think that's really, really good, strong confluence. You know? Really thinking of getting into dot right now. Trend, look, we have support. Let's just look at dot. Let me really look at dot. Support and resistance on the 30-minute because we don't have much more to go on. So we got support here. Obviously, would love to buy down at 282. We have support at 372, and we kind of never made it. And then we have this other support area here at $4 region. We have some resistance at 550, and we have resistance up here at 686. If we pull a Fibonacci on that, boom. We're past the 618 in that secret pocket, which is the 706. We're bouncing on the 706. Something a lot of people won't teach you, but I learned from a really good institutional trader. He taught me to add the 706 to my region. If you're not sure how to do that, let me show you. What you would do is you would go to your settings. Click on that on your fib retracement, and I actually added this here, the 706. I clicked this and added these. You can add other, you know, you can click on this and add a 402. You can do whatever you like. So I added the 706, made it yellow. Okay. So my fib has the 706, which most people go from 618 to the 786. But you can see, look, we bounced. The 706 played a big role. The institutions added it and started using it because they knew retailers don't see it and they could take our money. So basically, they saw support we didn't see. So they could make buys right here knowing that the price wouldn't go down any lower. But we couldn't see that. And that's why it's very shady. And that's why you definitely want to add this 706 fib to your fib retracements. Yeah. So I do give a lot of keys throughout the video. I'm not sure if everyone watches every little key. I should just make small videos about all these little things. Like the secret hidden fib and why it could work. And then I'll show DOT and we'll get into it. I do see the hidden bullish divergence on the 30-minute. We're very pink with the line curving. We have hidden bullish divergence. This tells me that this is a buy right now. A strong buy as well. I'm going to be getting into DOT as well at $4. and it's due to the divergence. The divergence is why I'm doing it. It's really no other reason. I mean, there's more than that, right? We have a bullish pattern, meaning it has a 68% chance of a break to the upside because it's a falling wedge. Okay, it's not a rising wedge, it's a falling wedge. We're at the 706 on the Fibonacci retracement. We're in the pink with the blue line curving. We're extremely oversold, and we have hidden bullish divergence, which means the swing lows are going up on the RSI while the swing lows are going down on the price, telling me that we're about to reverse. Do we have any? The only other thing I don't like to see is we have a lot of volume as it's going down, meaning that the trend does have some support. I would have liked to have seen falling volume like this region here, and coinciding with falling price. But those were the panic sellers. So in my mind, they were panic selling their butts off, right? So I'd like to use the 786 as support. So I'd like to have 355 as my stop loss. So I'd like to buy right now at 409, 404. I'd like to have my stop loss at 9.1% below the 786 as support, just in case. Also kind of coinciding with this previous wick. Gives me I won't be losing a lot. And then I'd like to go in for no more, because it's very risky right now. No more than 1,000, maybe 2,000, no more. And honestly, I honestly think it's not even worth trading right now. I'd rather wait for like things to kind of clean up, honestly. But I'll take a shot on some oversold ideas, because I don't want to wake up tomorrow and see that, you know what? Boom. Actually, though, before we do that, I want to look at DOD down. I want to look at the down leverage trade here and see if it's overbought. It really is, but let's see here. One thing though, I see the RSI is in a falling wedge. Like this. Price is going up, but that's going down. That's bearish, right? Let's look at that cheat sheet. So the bottom of the price, actually price is going up. Yeah, that's bearish divergence, like the strongest we ever seen. Price is going up. Great. This is about to tank. It's about to go up. Because look, DLT is about to go up. Why? Look, we have swing highs up here on the 30-minute. We have swing lows here. And if we go to our cheat sheet, we got swing highs in the price, swing lows here. That's bearish divergence. So we have bearish divergence on the down token, and then we have bullish divergence. Let's look at the yeah, you're right. Let's now look at DOT, but we'll look at it on, and this is how I trade, guys. It takes me sometimes an hour to enter a position. I don't just enter a position because I feel like it's cool. I do so much research before I enter a position. Put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, I see what you're saying. Like this 21, I want to see it make a little bit of a dupe. But that will kind of happen as it happens. Like I'm front running this curve here. Look, double bottom curve on the MACD with the I'm in, dude. I don't need much more to get in. That line will curve. That line will curve with the divergence. Like right here is what I'm working on. See this curve with the double bottom? Boop, boop. These double bottoms are huge. Look, there's one right there. Double bottom. Boom. Where's another one? They're not always there too. Here's a bigger one, but that's key, this little double bottom right here. I love it. I like it. I'm getting into DOD, man. There's a lot of reasons why. If you're still confused as to why, maybe you should do something different for a living. All right, so I'm going to get into DOT, then we're getting into some news, and then I am going to ship out of here for the day. 406, this thing is kind of starting to make its move, right? I think it's starting to make its move. Okay, cool. So if we took 100% of that, 1,300, we should just go hard. 13,000, man, on DOT. It's going to moon. No, we don't know. So we're going to take 10% of that, 1329. Kind of lackluster. I like to be in for 5K, 6K. But this is also building a position. I'll probably go in for another 2K once this kind of makes a move, right? So 405, our take profit. I would like to get to the top of the trend line, but we do see resistance here at 430, 431. Would want to see us break out of that, honestly. So, take profit. I'm actually going to raise the profit up a lot more because I want to be in this trade a long time. So I'm making the profit like 61%, even 71 at 693. We don't know when we'll get there. It's more about the stop loss than anything else. And then I'm going to trail the stop loss as we get into the trade. So let me look at my chart. I wanted to be at 350. And see how I'm using my percentages to get the ideas here? I'm using the chart for stops, 358. Everything is based off the chart. Everything. I don't do anything without it. I don't know how you guys trade without a chart. Like, to me, it's insane. So the most I could lose on this trade is $130, maybe a little more, $143 because 1% is 13, and I'm adding 11. So 11, 13 to 130, 143 if you're following math. So yeah, so we're going for, like, I think I can get to 363, even all the way to 368. I think I can shave that up a little bit and get to 9%. Which puts me at about $100, which I like. We're down $36 right now on the BNB trade. That's fine for me. And I've been holding hot since December of 2019. I mean, October. And I'm down $60. I don't really mind. I put $100 in it when it was like 9 Satoshi. It's now 4 Satoshi. Yeah, just something. I think it's going to go up to at least 100 Satoshi at one point. So that's going to be a 50x. So that's just like my long term. Put $100 on it and forget about it. And now we're going to make the trade at 405.18. Or do you try the bid? I just try to, I give the ask and I start the trade, man. If I see everything's in a line. And look, limit order, they make it a market. Make sure you hit that limit. Don't let them market you out. Sometimes they'll slip, though. You should be watching. It happens. It sucks. Only 3 times have I had major slippage. So they put me into the trade now. Yep, and we're down $4 because I took the ask, right? We got in at 404.30 though, which isn't bad. And now it's at 403333, and 333 is my thing, man. Whenever I see triple threes, it's a good sign. So let's see what happens. We made 2 trades. We only put in 13, and we only put in about 2,800 today. Very small amount. Not trying to lose a lot of money. Yeah, look at that 403 though, getting worse now. See, the second you get in a trade, it starts to go down. Isn't that funny? It's like, it always seems to be the weird case. That's why you want to catch limits. And that's why you always want to buy bottom of the trend line. Always. We already got a wick down, which tells me that was their time. So I think we're holding support here. And we have the divergence on our side, guys. It plays out 6 to maybe even, I'd say 8 out of 10 times. So we have that on our side. I don't think we have anything to fear but fear itself. WestCon Assembly candidate is accepting Bitcoin donations again. I love this. Argues a Wisconsin State Assembly candidate. A candidate for the Wisconsin State Assembly is challenging a state regulator by accepting donations in cryptocurrencies. Phil Anderson, a real estate broker and entrepreneur, now accepts cryptocurrency donations for his Assembly campaign. According to an official statement by Anderson, crypto donations are available via major cryptocurrency payment service provider BitPay. Anderson said that his campaign is accepting crypto donations despite regulatory uncertainty from the Wisconsin Ethics Commission. Yeah, like stop telling us we can't do what we want and we can't use the money that we call money. Like if we think it's money, then it's money. Leave us alone, man. They control the masses and they rape and pillage us. And when they stop being able to get into our wallets, they get pissed. Like, the reason why I left my comfortable government job for crypto. What was behind my decision to leave a comfortable position and continue down a path with crypto in the blockchain space? I thought we were good guys when I worked in operations security for the Austrian government. After I learned how trivial it was for certain institutions or people in certain positions to fetch all data related to citizens, I quickly began to understand how privacy had been under siege for probably 100 years. In a post-COVID-19 world, I feel those attacks are getting worse. Yeah, so we don't have to read the whole article, but he sees that working for the government, he was just collecting, raping, and pillaging. Working for crypto, he's setting people free. The emergence of cryptocurrency hedge funds. Although nascent cryptocurrency hedge fund industry still has a lot of developing, it will undoubtedly be the future of finance. No, for sure. It's all about performance. Based on the crypto hedge fund report, the most common crypto hedge fund strategy is quantitative, 48% of funds, followed by discretionary longs on 19% and discretionary long shorts 70%. The ecosystem for crypto assets and crypto hedge funds is growing. More hedge funds, more money. Get back to that fear and greed index. Just want to see where it's looking, what it's looking at. Damn, we got more likes than we ever had today, ever. I love buying the pink. See, Dave? It's working out for you? Is my system working out? If anyone has been using my system and they've made a positive trade, can I please see a yes? Or yes, it worked. Or yes, we love it. Or I've noticed it. Or I've back tested it. And I've been seeing that it could help me. Anyone likes the system, even my terminology and the way I'm describing it, just let me know, please. 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 David Lee. I love buying in the pink. Shout out to everyone here. Nate Strasberg, Joseph Balea, Boiling Crypto, Amit Malik, David Lee, Twin Greenie, Des Romaine, XRP Muser, Jesse B, The Boiling Crypto, Joseph Malaya, Alika. I don't want to leave anybody out, man. Jesse B, Twin Greenie, Mark Leonard. What's going on, everybody? If you're still here, shout out to you. If you watched this whole stream, you're amazing. It's probably impossible to do. But yeah, we're neutral right now. I find that odd. See, last year we had this bull flag. We fell out of. Great. We had the BART pattern. Hit our support level. That kind of tells you that we're ready for a new bull run. Interesting. But yeah, just also market sentiment, man. These guys are buying things up. This is going to go, guys. This is a trade's pretty sure it's going to work. I hate to say stuff like that, but we got the divergence, man. And we saw it purely. Like, we see it, and we're on it as it's occurring. Like, right as the entry. And we're using the bottom of the trend line. We're making it work. Thanks for the good content again. I'm on the West Coast time, so this is how I spend my morning coffee time. This is dope. So you get to wake up at 6 a.m., and you get the entire market handed to you in a napkin. So at 9 in the morning, you're ready to go. I'm at midday with my just exhausted after streaming all day. No, I love you, man. Nate, dude, you've been an awesome supporter. You've been awesome. I just like people that every time you comment at least 4 or 5 lines. Look, like when I'm showing your comment section here, like you're killing it, man. This is the whale's wallet, 18 million in the wallet 2 days ago. They took 100% of their assets and put it in USDC. That was a bear sign for me. Yep. Shoot, did I just mess up on? I just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. I watched how you trade on Len played out. It works. Please cover Cello tomorrow. It looks good, but could use expert opinion. Yeah. Cello, right? On OKX, are you trading on it? On the Bitcoin pair, on OKX, or on Bittrex? Dude, I noticed that every morning at 5 to 6 a.m. my time, insane time to buy cryptos. No, I've noticed that too, dude. It's kind of, you know why? It's because we wake up. New York City wakes up. The East Coast starts to buy, right? Starts making those buys. So Asia also goes to sleep. It's 8 p.m. at night for them. So they sell out of positions, right? Kind of, it's a leveraging of a moment. It's when America wakes up and China goes to bed. You're 8 p.m. at night, or not to bed, but a lot of traders kind of call it quits at 7, 8. They want to have dinner with their family. They're not as obsessed like we are. We're sitting there eating. Honey, don't worry, I'm still trading. Leave me alone. Yeah. When you show your wife your bank account, she'll leave you alone. Dude, I noticed that No, Muser, he does a lot of watching the times too. He's really, really, really good about that. So ask Muser. And carry this conversation into the Telegram today. Nate, I just wanted to admit, I wanted to get into Cello for you real fast, just to give us an idea of where we're going to go tomorrow. Damn, 11:41. We streamed for 2 hours. I don't know how it's possible anymore, honestly. You guys just keep, yo, these trades are going well right now. Things are looking good for us. What are emotions? I love that. Yeah, dude, I noticed that but what, I just wanted Amit asked for it. And am I saying your name right? Amit, right? Amit or Amit? I think it's Amit. Because my good friend's Mohit Singla. And you're Amit Menik. Amit Manik. I think it's Amit Manik. If I had to make a call, it's Amit Manik. Sounds pretty cool too. Okay, so Cello Tether on OKX. I'm just gonna take the Bitcoin pair on Bittrex or I'll take the Bittrex Tether. No one's answering me, guys. I haven't looked at it. I don't know anything about it. I'll take the Bittrex Bitcoin pair. Ooh, I like this already. I like what I'm looking at immediately. I mean, let's do some, like, I like this a lot, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Falling wedge. Boom. And you'll get good too, man. Like, you'll just be able to look at price action and you'll start seeing what it's doing. Falling wedge. So look, falling wedge, pop. Falling wedge, pop. Bear flag broke down. Bull flag broke down. Falling wedge, pop. Right? So we're building the story here through patterns. Head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, boom. Retrace, back down to support. Let's go even further to 5 minute to look for some support and resistance lines. Kind of have to zoom out to see, and we see we have heavy support right here. Kind of carrying over to this region too as well. We bounced off it there, we bounced off it there, we bounced off it there. You have to do this because the algos can see everything that you can't. So bounce, 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 bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bounces also rejected here. This is heavy support and resistance region. It's like a job. If it's an 8-hour job, it's an 8-hour job. Last week we made over 3K, so you can't complain about how long I stream. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so check it out, guys. We break above this trend line here and come back into support on the 15 minute. I'm looking at a micro world 5 minute. It's just kind of how the move will begin. 27% gains in the 5 minute chart. Wow. Also, we can't see what's going on the MACD. Let's get to a further time frame. Okay, so we bled out. Now we're looking for pink to come out. I do see a double bottom forming here. Bottom, 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 and a bottom. Let me move that over. It's not where it should be. So there's a bit of a double bottom forming here, which is bullish. Okay. We have a rising wedge. Let's look at this candle. This is a doji, a reversal doji. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See this green candle here? Doji reversals. So you want to study your candles as well. So you have, what is a doji reversal pattern? Okay. So you have dojis. Identifying a doji. The basic feature of a doji is a candlestick with a flat or near flat bottom that is either a long or upper shadow or a long shadow or both, right? Here we're looking at a doji right there. And what do you mean when I bring you back? Because this is a doji. I got stuff on it. Let me move my yellow off. But you can see it went up and down. That's a doji too. That represents reversal. Look, boom, price reversed. This is a hammer. That represents price going down. Like, you can see too that they're philosophical. People sold all the way down, meaning there's probably demand to get out of this. So boom. Here people sold all the way down. Kind of looks similar to that. Could it keep going down? So you could use that as an idea. But let's look at the dojis here and what happens when you see a doji, right? So with a standard doji, the flat body is aligned approximately in the middle of the price range, and the candlestick then resembles a cross as the diagram above. See this cross here. Okay. So a doji can signal a number of things: a weakening trend, testing of support, a market that's topping or bottoming out, a period of consolidation, a flat or a less volatile phase in the market. There's significant when it means that the price failed to make a headway during that time period. The length and position of the shadow marks the price range that can often provide some clues as to what's going on and how to trade them. Basically, you'll trade them off support and resistance lines, right? So dojis are currently found in trends as the price approaches a zone of support and resistance. Here, the pattern makes a period of hesitation. We have to treat these as potential breakout trades because there's a possibility for either a reversal or a breakout. And if you zoom in, you see the doji happens right here. Price goes up. Doji happened right there. Price goes up. So I'm looking at this seller, and I do see a doji right here. Tells me that we're kind of in the middle. Usually is telling me that that's the end of this trend. Like, why didn't we have red candles keep going the last hour? Why did all of a sudden this doji stick here? I like doji. I actually like an entry in the seller. I don't like it as a trade because I don't know much about it and I haven't traded it a lot. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to get into this trade if it goes to the moon. It's not a coin. Like, I know Adam better. I know so many other coins better than this coin. And I'm not going to say don't trade a coin because you don't know it. Like, I'll watch it. But right now, today, at this very, very moment, I feel over leveraged and I'm going to stay in my trades that I'm in right now. And if you want to see where we're at, feel free to show you. We're up $13 on that dot. We're up at 409 now. We took 1.1%. Should have went in for $12,000, right? And I'd already be up damn near $100, $120. But again, in here we're break even here. We're actually in the green. They're just not. We're in the green in both these trades. Green me, dude. It's at 11.50. I bought it 11.48. I'm up 0.19%. I don't know why it's not showing that, but I'm up 0.19. You know, it does. This program isn't the best at the leverage tokens. See, there is. I'm green in both, man. And I'm green in both because we know we made those entries for a reason. We made those entries at the bottom of the trend line. We protected ourselves. Okay. Yeah. This is we can see the doji here. Boom. We didn't have the doji there though. Very interesting, man. I do see 27% gains coming out of this coin though. It is juicy, and I'm kind of FOMOing a little bit into it. You guys, thank you. See, I wouldn't even know about it if it wasn't for my subs, man. So you guys rock. Wow. On the 15-minute, which actually has been a good time frame to trade this, because look, you would have bought the breakout here on the pink, and you would have got that gain. You would have bought the breakout here, kind of on the pink. It never broke out. Here is where you would have if around this was a hard max. See, it does not. This one would have been a lot harder because you would have gotten faked out here, down. Then you might have gotten. This would have been a little hard. This was a fake out. It looked like it was gonna break out, but it came back down in. Tell us what it's about, man. Can I call you and have you talk right now about the project, or is that too much? Can I Skype you right now? I want to bring you on the show so bad. Love your energy, man. Maybe we'll set it up, but let me know, man. Tomorrow I'd like to have you on the show, Muser. So you let me know what your Skype name is. I can Skype you, and I believe we can just, like, I Skype you, and then I just swing this right here, and people can just watch our conversation. But what is Cello, man? Tell us. Like, right now I could have you on, and you could kind of do a deep dive for us. So I'm getting exhausted. It is oversold. It's down 20. We have a double bottom here on the RSI forming. It's looking very good, actually. You guys are making me want to get into this. Damn it. And I said I was not going to. It's not on Binance though, right? It's not on Binance. So I don't know. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce. I bet that dollar index is going to kind of let off for a bit. And we're going to get a bit of a move. Not yet. Don't do it. Don't buy it, right? Don't buy it, right? Okay. No, I'm not going to FOMO. I'm going to take it easy, but. Alright guys, this is one of the greatest streams we ever had. I think we had more likes today than ever. YouTube's gonna see that, and they're gonna start sending more people our way. So this is going to grow. When YouTube sees the likes go from 7 to 14, 14 to 20, they realize that I'm catering hard to people. That algorithm sees that I'm giving value and the value is getting received. It's got a nice little video on Coinbase about it too. Oh, so they're on Coinbase. How come their Coinbase didn't come up though? Sell-off. Look, OK Coin, they're not even on Binance yet. Yeah, who are these people that keep coming and hitting the dislike button? Like some weirdo, right? Who cares? Whoever dislikes wants to stay poor forever, obviously. Yo, if that like made us laugh, you know what? Let's go. Look, we're up $11 on both our trades. We basically already cleared almost 1%. A lot of people can't do that in the big markets, man. Like we could have put $1 million in these trades already and gotten out. Made a nice money, made a nice gain. Learned so much today. Big time learning curve. Thank you, Sam. That means so much to me. Dude, love learning. Just said, big time learning curve. Thank you so much. Like, dude, damn, the dislike just turned into a like. You're doing something right. Well, the like made me smile. Maybe the person accidentally hit dislike. I don't know. I don't think. I'm like Jerry Seinfeld. You guys remember Seinfeld? And his mom would say, how could anyone not like you, Jerry? How could anyone not like the crypto life? I just think it's funny, man. The dislike made me laugh so hard. Because, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know that I'm being a good person, and then I'm trying to help people. Like, why would you dislike me? It just doesn't make any sense. It's like if your neighbor came out and waved at you good morning, and you, like, threw a tomato right at her. No, I'm going to dislike you right now. There should be a mirror on the dislike button, and as you hit it, it should say, why don't you like yourself? Right. All right, everybody. Denise, can't wait to see you tonight. Super excited. The fact that you said you hit, like that this hit some awesome points for you, I'm really excited to discuss how you feel tonight. Look at BNB up now at 172. It's going to bounce, man, and we're going to get to the top of this trend line, and we're going to make some money today. While everyone is nervous and screaming about Bitcoin and freaking out, look, what did we do? We stuck to the system. We bought the bottom of the trend line. We protected ourselves. We played from a position of strength. We looked at our RSIs, our MACDs, our oscillators. We thought about every single entry for at least a half an hour before we decided to jump in, so our emotions had time to curve. We stayed calm, okay? And I think we made a very good entry. If you took this trade with me, it's feeling good. Things are feeling good. We also had the divergence on DOT. We saw it. We saw it in real time. We saw bullish divergence. That is the RSI going up, but the price going down. 3 hits too. 1, 2, 3. Usually that's about it, and you're off to the races. I can show you this one last time on Bitcoin before I leave, nice and calm. I am talking a little slower now. I talked to one of my subs the other day about creating a slower, more calm atmosphere, right? If I talk a little slower, I think I get my point across a little easier as well, right? But when I go to Bitcoin on the 1 hour, I can show you right here. This is where I clearly saw a, now you can see the price was going down. Wick, wick, wick. But the RSI was not. It's about 3 to 4 touches is what I'm starting to learn. Why are you drawing my trend line, dude? Yeah. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th one, price took off. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the price was going down, but the RSI was going up. That's divergence. Okay? It's bullish divergence. Get your cheat sheet. RSI is going down, down, but the price is going up. I mean, RSI is going up, but the price is going down. Regular bullish divergence right here. And see, like, even me, look, I know it and have it memorized. I still like going and check on it and looking at it. Still like going and checking on it. Something just happened. I'm not sure. It looks like either Bitcoin or the dollar made a little bit of a pump, and it kind of shifted the sentiment literally in the half a second just now. Bitcoin kind of made a big, Now Bitcoin's in a doji. You see the doji right there? That's trend reversal. Tells me that this trend is about to reverse. V-shaped recovery. Look, pink coming on the 1 hour. Oversold, double bottom. Get in a USDT pair. Ride this to the moon. I wouldn't be in a BTC pair today. I would not. Just to warn you, because I think that would probably go down. So, all right, guys, I think we did amazing. I'm really, really proud of everyone here. I'm proud of the group. I'm proud of the Telegram. I'm overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed in a negative way. I'm overwhelmed in just a joyous way. Like, I'm just so happy. We'll have 100 members in here soon, and everyone I bring in is bringing a lot to the table. Even if you're not saying a lot, you're observing a lot. And I know you're waiting for your time where you can really contribute. And if you are contributing, you're saying something amazing. So, guys, give yourself a pat on the backs. Let me look at one last thing. Okay, guys, this is your last bonus round. Throw out any ticker you want me to check. I'm only going to do a 1 minute on each ticker, and then I'm going to be done. Okay, so BTC up right now at 989. That's a doji too. Okay, that's doji, and it's oversold with a double bottom. Just wait for this to curve, a pink bar, and that would be a nice entry on BNB. So, and again, I mean, our next level of resistance is right here. That BART pattern fall is good for us. So this leverage token make 4%. Man, Bitcoin's not that fun to trade, but and if we get all the way back up here, give us 10%. That's if Bitcoin goes up like 3%. You're gonna get triple the move on this move, but yeah. And then you're gonna have to. I don't like to trade that much. I just don't. I'd rather do BNB because they're gonna move together. You're gonna make way more percentage on the BNB move. You get it? So if you wanna do Bitcoin up, then why don't you just do BNB up? See what I'm saying? Because BNB is gonna make you more money. It's the same trade. You're basically taking the same trade. You're betting on the same idea that the market will move up and it will take your coin with you. So that's why I'm kind of honing in on these BNB up tokens. But so it's up to you though. If you want to play BNB up, there's not a lot of gains there, man. Like we just showed you 10%. Like I'm not saying I hate on 10%. It's good, but all right, bonus round. Any last ticker, any last question? You have something figured out, but you want one last piece to connect. Just please throw it out there. And I'm going to jump out. 14 likes. I still can't believe that. I'm in complete shock at that. Well, that's nuts. No, I get it. Yeah. Okay, cool. I wasn't even saying to you. I was saying anybody. I don't mean. Sometimes I don't. It could feel like I'm singling you out. I am not. I am just saying anyone out there has anything they want to go over, talk about, discuss, any ticker, the trade they were about to go on. All right, guys, let's jump into the Telegram. You know I'll be in there. I'm going to say hi right now just to continue. So you guys know, man, the show never ends. The show never stops. Later. Thank you guys so much. Yep. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Remember, crypto is life. I love you, lifers. Remember, you're lifers. Once you commit to crypto, that's it. You can't go back. Can't go back to. You took the red pill or the blue pill. Took the red pill. You can never go back. I love you all. Be safe.